Some of the men today are listening to, and beyond with you, just as a man who's been married, going on, 13 years this year, and I hear some of the advice that's given to men on these so-called Manosphere, Red Pill podcasts, and it's such the wrong information. It's so wrong. I mean, if you want to say the term misinformation, that's like not even scratching the surface. But I want you to hear what this guy's going to say to a woman that he's on a date with. I really want you to listen to this, and let's go ahead and roll that.
So, like, how do you expect to have like a wife and kids, but yet you don't want to like really provide, yet you don't want her to work?
Well, I just think that she should find her own way to make her money. Like, for example, the government steals everybody's taxes. Like, find a way to take your money back from the government. If you can't do that, then you deserve to live in the streets, honestly.
So, you want a wife and kids, and you want to be the provider, and you want her to be home and be a homemaker.
Exactly.
But you're not gonna give her spending money, like if she needs to go get groceries.
I'm gonna just give her the basics. If she can live off the basics, she's fine. Otherwise, you're just asking for too much. The basics is Pampers, food, and clothes. That's about it, really.
Pamper, food, and clothes.
Yes.
Is she allowed to like meet up with her friends and have like coffee?
Absolutely not.
So
she's at home focusing on our family, and that's about it. She has no reason to go anywhere else, honestly.
And you think that's okay? Like you?
Yeah, that's the way it should be. That's the way it is.
So basically, you want her to be a slave, just to be at home, cook, clean for you.
Some people might think of it like that.
That's modern day slavery, basically.
Some people think of it like that, but you know what? It is what it is.
Okay, so if you don't want to pay for those things, does that mean we're splitting the bill? Like we're gonna split the bill today?
Yes.
You know, when I heard this, y'all, I don't think I can think in my mind.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You're crazy.
That dude's crazy. And let me tell you why he's crazy. So you want her, you want to get married, okay, and you want her to stay home, okay, no problem. Have some kids, and you said all you're gonna provide is the basics, like Pampers, food, clothes. That's it. She's supposed to cook, she's supposed to clean, all of that, right? So she asked, well, what if she wanna, go out and like with her friends, get a coffee or whatever? Oh, no. Okay, so basically, she can't be human. She can't have friends. She can't do anything but cook, clean, take care of your children. You said the basics. What, you're not going to get her hair done? You're not going to get her nails done? You're not going to provide any, skincare or whatever she may needs? You know what I'm saying? You're not going to give her access to the bank account when she need to go do things, not only for herself, but for the kids. That's not realistic. If you want a stay-at-home wife, then you got to provide all of that, cars, everything. But then you heard this idiot say, well, you got to figure out just at home to figure out how to pay. So you want her to stay at home, do all that, and help pay some bills at the same time. You not even financially together to even have a woman at home. That's call it what it is. But when this woman said, well, that sounds like slavery, I don't like when people say the term slavery, because slavery and what my ancestors went through during slavery is not what he was talking about. He wasn't talking about you being beaten. He wasn't talking about you being forced to work all day. He wasn't talking about you being SA'd by whoever wanted to SA you anytime they get good and ready. He wasn't talking about anything like that. So don't ever compare what he's saying to any kind of chattel slavery, because that's extremely offensive. But I would say what he's talking about is just basically being, an incubator for his kids and I guess a household maid. That's about all he's talking about. That's it, really. And that's stupid. because that's not even a relationship at all. I mean, when you have children, it's a mutual thing because you guys want to just, hey, you want to have a child or you want to grow your family, whatever the case may be. But it goes back to that Manosphere red pill stuff that people be spewing online. And a lot of that stuff goes into incel territory. Incel is involuntary celibate. Involuntary, not choice. They can't get a woman. That's why they involuntarily celibate. And because they can't get a woman, they get angry, they get very abusive, and they can get very violent toward women. Look at people like Elliot Rodger, for example. You remember the Elliot Rodger case? He was an incel, and he was so upset that brothers was getting these Beckys out there. And Elliot Rodger went out there and committed a mass shooting at a college because Elliot Rodger felt that he should have had the women, and they ain't want nothing to do with him. And Elliot Rodger had came from some money. That's the thing. So he really thought he was entitled. Because you got some of these guys who are incels, and they are black incels, white incels, whatever. They think because they got a good job and all they come from money, it entitles them to women. No. The reason why some of them rail against Pookie and Ray Ray is because they feel like, how dare Pookie and Ray Ray get a woman and I can't get one and I got money? Well, dude, because some of y'all are lame. Your money can't change lame, bruh. Your money's going to make you more of whatever you already is. It's just bottom line. So you have a bunch of dudes who don't have a woman getting on microphones telling dudes how to get a woman. And that's why these dudes don't even have a woman. Because the women the dudes that's on the microphone sit up there trying to tell you how to get something. And then yet some of them, all they have is OnlyFans girls and strippers and adult entertainment women all on their platforms talking. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have regular women talking. That's what trust me, when I heard this guy talking, I said, oh, he listened to that Manosphere red pill incel talk. I already know. And yet none of them guys are telling you to do that. They ain't got a woman in the house not doing a single solitary thing. They can't get a woman. That's why they got to go trick off. That's why they got to go pay escorts. What's old boy from Fresh and Fit? The one from Barbados. Him. That's why he had to go trick off with the Chinese woman. Tricking off, for real, tricking off. But you doing all this talk about how to get women every day. That's why I don't see how anybody listens to that crap. Because all you got to ask them one question. Where your wife at? Where's your woman? Why you don't have one? Would you give me advice how to get women? Like, come on now. But yeah. For y'all's sake, fellas, don't listen to no man that don't have no woman or can't even get a woman. Please.